Pokemon Platinum. Being a game that has been present in my life from the time that I gained consciousness up until my early 20s, I have a lot of fond memories with it. Like that one time in 1st grade, when a 4th grader juiced my copy of the game with his action replay so I could beat Cynthia. I had been chucking my level 97 Infernape, aptly named Fire, at her over and over in weeks prior at the YMCA aftercare at my elementary school, and he must have felt bad. But then, he promised to trade me an Arceus the next day we could bring our electronics, and he never showed up again. My savior and villain origin all in one. However, that's not the focus of this video. Live on stream, twitch.tv/typicalluck37, we revisited my childhood stomping grounds in an attempt to improve my Nuzlocking abilities. We're doing a hardcore randomized Nuzlocke, which is the same as a regular Nuzlocke, link in the description if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, with the addition of us not being able to use healing items in battle, capping our levels at the next gym leader / Elite 4 member's highest level Pokemon, and having to play on set mode. We also curved the levels by 10%, as well as making all important trainer fights have 6 Pokemon. And as for what we randomized, all Pokemon are randomized, meaning encounters, trainer Pokemon, static Pokemon, all of that is changed. All Pokemon abilities are also randomized, meaning 3-stage evolution lines will have 3 different abilities throughout its evolution periods. I also randomized TMs, but kept the compatibility the same, meaning that a move like Return, for instance, would be something random and not Return. However, it would be compatible with all Pokemon still, since Return is. The same is also true for ground / hidden items, as well as special shops in each Pokemart. Now strap in and enjoy my suffering. As all Pokemon adventures begin, we're met with the professor who introduces us to the world of Pokemon. We're then asked about who we are, naming ourselves Typical, and our arrival after my buddy Binger. There was no time wasted making our way to Binger's house so that we could go north out to Route 201 to see Dawn and Professor Rowan. Starter time. Let's see who we can get. Porygon Z, that's definitely not bad. The only thing that might be bad is its moveset. Mothim, and Magneton. I kind of like that Magneton. And so we picked Magneton as our starter and battled a rival for the first time, winning easily. We ended up back home after the battle where we told our mother that we were leaving to take on the Pokemon League. Afterwards, we met back up with our rival and came across a poorly aged Cyrus. I mean, look at the guy. I thought he was 50 the first time I played through these games as a kid. We then made our way to the professor's lab, nicknamed our Magneton Poncho, got our Pokédex and Pokeballs, officially starting our Nuzlocke. I think I'll do Route 202 first, so we can get a better team to catch that Blaziken. So as we get it, obviously. Okay, it's not bad, it's just not good. There we go. Bessie's ability is Overgrow. Underwhelmed and underprepared for our hopeful Blaziken, we trudged over to Lake Faraday to help build our team up for the hopeful encounter. Oh wait, and I can skip this route as well, pad my team even more for the Blaziken encounter. Dude, all this preparation for Blaziken, if I get Voltorb, I'm gonna be so pissed. I should have checked what these were before I had my balls. I don't know how to feel about this. Easy money. Almost like that capture. That was almost first try. Maybe shouldn't have said that mid capture. I see we got off on the wrong foot. I'd like to apologize and extend the olive branch. You know, invite you to my team. And a peace treaty's been signed. Praise the Lord, hallelujah. Adding Ramona Flowers with Snowcloak to the team, we were ready to take on our Blaziken encounter. Obama. If it was a male, I would have named it Obama. Oh wait, shit. And we get the fucking Voltorb. Woohoo! I don't really care about this Voltorb, but I would rather catch it. Cool. Clarence's parents had a real good marriage. Fortunately, our Voltorb had the ability to levitate, completely negating its only weakness. Maybe getting the The Voltorb wasn't so bad after all. That's pretty solid. It was time for us to move on and take on our first route trainer, who we swiftly dealt with, along with the other trainer on the route, to make our way into Jubilife City. Meeting up with Dawn, we find the goat. I don't care what you have to say, frankly. Oh, it's... Okay, I care what you have to say. It's Looker. I forgot about this part. We stocked up on a few items before heading onward to Route 218, where we picked up our old rod and got our first fishing encounter. Okay, I'll take a Psyduck. I mean, not great, but could be worse. After successfully catching our Psyduck and naming it Bridget, we made our way north of Jubilife to get our Route 204 encounter. That'd be a good idea. Okay. Well, what would also be a good idea is to catch this thing. That'd be a really good idea. Yeah, I'll Supersonic here. Or wait, it's already confused. Please don't hit yourself again. Figured. Oh god. Our first failed encounter of the run. Which, to be honest, should have been expected since we only had access to Pokeballs at the time. Nonetheless, the Salamence could have been what we needed to excel in this run, but that'll have to remain a mystery. Oh, yeah, Sandgem does. I think they both do, actually. Oh, I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad you said that. Yeah, we got 219. What's up with the water types from getting fishing encounters? I don't really want this Meryl. I'm gonna name it Meh. That's how I'm feeling about it. Meh. Let's go back here and check. Oh, there is a fishing spot. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I wanted to name it Mrs. President or Miss President, but there's not enough characters, so we're just going President. Yeah, quite the squad we've got behind us so far. You know, I'd go as far to say that I'm entirely ready to take on a classroom of 10-year-olds. But it's not the end of the run yet. We still have 5 more possible encounters before the gym. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. I forgot to get balls! Though we did manage to pick up a Grimer, which I named Grimacita. So that's something, I guess. Failures aside, we had no choice other than to head to the Orberg City Gym to challenge Rourke. We had a decent amount of bulk on our team, so I just needed a little bit of luck on my side with who Rourke gets. Who the fuck is Max? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, all trainer names and titles are randomized as well. So enjoy that, I suppose. Rourke led off with a Spoink, which gave me a sense of security that this gym battle wouldn't be too bad. You know, I should probably just be using Spark. Or not Spark, Sonic Boom, but hey, I want to give myself a challenge, you know? Okay. Thankfully, we had Sonic Boom on Voltorb, which took away a lot of the pressure as Metagross applied, but we got too comfortable too quick. Alright, let's just guarantee it's dead. I'm not... Okay, I should have used Spark there, because the Spark, I think, has 100% accuracy, and I don't think Sonic Boom does. Yeah, no, it doesn't. I didn't know that. Fuck. Got my heart rate up. After seeing the face of God, we pulled Clarence out of the battle and brought in Poncho to clean up our near-death experience. However, because we didn't have much we could do against this next Pokemon with Poncho, we had to switch him out for Ramona. I need to keep my big mouth shut, though, because I accidentally spoke this into existence. Yeah, it's Ramona time. I feel like I'm gonna be hit with a Spark in 0.5 seconds. Yeah. You did not eat... Ramona, you did not eat that! What the hell? The battle started to get pretty dicey when he brought out a Heracross, but after realizing that it didn't have any fighting type moves, we were able to bring in Bessie and take out his 2 already damaged Pokemon, leaving only 1 left. Are we gonna get through this with no deaths? I think there's a likely chance. That did way more than I thought it would. That was so needed. Hacks have been on our side for this fight. Oh, that did nothing. Let's go back into Poncho. Metal sound. It's gonna do nothing. Yep. Perfect. Let him have it. Just please don't get confused. Alright, well, it's not gonna kill next one. We're cutting it a little close. It's getting a little close for comfort. Oh, okay, the crit. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. Alright. Maybe we're not going to be able to get out of this without stacking him on. I think my best play here, given the situation, would have been to keep Bessie out and use Milk Drink again. But that's not worth thinking about. I think we gotta go into President. President is the only one that I'm, like, comfortable sacking. So we go President, try to kill with President. If we can, that's great. There's a chance that we can just kill with President.
And to kill with the President is exactly what we managed to do.
Let's go, no deaths. I'm gonna have a victory Kit Kat now. And we were under leveled. I didn't even go up to level cap, so suck my fucking dick, Rourke. Suck my dick. Beautiful victory. Some would say textbook.
Not much interesting happens for a bit of time following the gym. We went back to Jubilife to meet up with Looker and then Dawn and the Professor, who were being harassed by some Team Galactic grunts. I also managed to find the TM for Giga Drain in place of Rock Tomb, which we couldn't teach to anyone on our team at the moment. Once we arrived in Floroma Town, we made our way east over to Valley Windworks to interfere with Team Galactic's meddling going on there.
Fuck, man. I don't know how or why, but I forgot about the Mars fight until now. Now I'm shitting in my britches. Because I don't know what it is, but every single time that I face Mars in a randomizer in the same exact fucking spot, every single time she has a legendary. And it's not just like some shitty legendary, like it's a box art. Like one time I faced her, Groudon. I think she also had a Regigigas, the same battle, but it was like Groudon, and then the next battle that I faced her in, it was Palkia. So what's it gonna be this time, Rayquaza?
Close enough.
Another fucking Mars. Why is there another legendary on your team? I have fought Mars in 3 completely different randomizers of Platinum, and every single time it has had
He managed to do a number on our team, but ultimately was dealt with by Bessie, who's proven to be an early game carry. Following the battle with Mars, we managed to catch a Chimecho that we named Judge. Encountered God, had our Matang encounter ruined by Cheryl's level 22 Palkia, only for us to run into God a second time, evolve the President, and come across the Gastrodon as our Route 211 encounter, which we quickly snagged. Feeling satisfied with the Gastrodon capture, I was gonna end stream for the night when something crazy happened.
I need to go to bed at a decent time, especially if I'm getting up early to go to the gas station. Like, bro, Bug Ford, thank you for the raid. Holy 24 people. I have never seen that many people in my stream before. Oh my god, the chat has been... Nightbot, no!
After Nightbot purged half of my chat during the raid, I gathered my thoughts and continued on to the gym to find Gardenia out front. But our luck hadn't run out just yet.
But, yeah, there's some lore. And a Master Ball! Oh my god! Hallelujah. I'm not religious, but I'm believing in God right now. Holy shit.
We'd received a free capture on any of our future encounters, which meant we wouldn't be repeating something like, say, the Salamence incident. But after dispatching all the gym trainers, I was leveling up my Pokemon when a chatter's message made me realize something.
It's the most meta Pokemon. Yeah, I do. That is like the best. Wait! I think it... Give me a second to finish this thought. Maybe I'm done for this, but no. Yes! Let's go! Yes! Yes!
At this point, any worries for the gym and most future battles had disappeared. We just got a hold of one of the best Nuzlocking Pokemon 9 levels before you can get it outside of a randomizer. Gardenia didn't pose much of a threat, and we were able to slip in and out of there with ease. Considering that our most threatening Pokemon was a Dugong, I would say I got pretty lucky. Team Galactic still hadn't learned their lesson from me putting the Smackdown and Raw on Mars earlier, so I had to show Jupiter whose neck of the woods it was. I realized that I missed my Valley Windworks encounter entirely because of my PTSD flashback from Mars. Finding a Sableye, we put him in our back pocket and named him Craig. The following stream, one of my friends recolored the player sprite to be Infernape colored, as that was my first ever starter and we were playing my first ever game. He also changed Dawn's color palette for the heck of it. Getting back on track, however, we got our first encounter of the stream.
Thank God I didn't stay up to watch the fight. Oh yeah, dude. It was bad. I'm not really happy about this.
Despite my reservations with Cranidos, we still caught it, naming him Taco and throwing him in the box. After attempting to cross the bridge south of Eterna before realizing I never got my bike, we ran into Cynthia, who gave us the Togepi egg, which happened to be a Dunsparce. Hooray. But that's when it happened. Making our way out of Mount Coronet following a failed encounter, I felt a strong presence throughout the route.
Get on the ball! You're mine! You are mine! Let's go!
I was fresh off a cyberpunk addiction, so I went ahead and named him Yorinobu after Mr. Arasaka himself. But having this Giratina felt like cheating. And I'm a man who likes to win. Limber Giratina, where's the dotted line? I'm ready to sign this lease. On a much less exciting note, we found and caught a Wilmer, and with that felt ready for our third gym badge. Dodging all the trainers in the gym, we made our way to Fantina. Feeling comfortable with our team, we led with Judge, but then almost immediately swapped into Bessie, who was able to sweep Fantina's whole team with Body Slam and Milk Drink. We were lucky once again. But at this point, it started to feel like we couldn't lose. Our core 4 of Magnezone, Miltank, Gastrodon, and our newly acquired Giratina felt unstoppable. We defeated our rival once more with ease, carried by Bessie once again. I mean shit, why even have the Giratina when we have Bessie? Nothing of importance happened for a while thanks to Yorinobu, so here's a lightning round for you guys. Backtracked my Rotom encounter, found a Regirock on the same route that I got Yorinobu, made our way to Salacion, went through Route 215 to get to Veilstone, found another fourth of the Regis as an encounter.
It has Limber too? What the No!
Poncho and Judge died, made our way to the Pokemon Mansion. Wait a second, what?
No! Alright, well Yorinobu's not really welcome here. And Poncho. And then Razor Leaf. That's exactly why I switched out. Oh my god, with a crit that still did so much. Yikes. No! Alright, this will be doable. Perish Song. That's annoying. No!
Oh, that's so my fault. It literally just used Mudshot the turn before. Why did I stay in with Poncho? What the fuck was I doing?
Our starter, our backbone, and our rock, gone. However, because we had no deaths until that random double battle, our team was still looking incredibly solid after replacing our late Magnezone and Chimecho for Electrike and Rampardos. But even after this hiccup in our run, we're still one lucky motherfucker.
Ooh, that is a really good Nuzlocking Pokemon. Holy shit. Yeah, Crobat, baby. That's huge.
Naming him Diablo, we made our way back to Veilstone City to take on Maylene. The battle started off great, as I took out our first 3 Pokemon with ease, but that's when we were met with an all too familiar face in this playthrough.
Alright, well it doesn't have a plate, so that's good. Oh, that's a crit! Oh!
No!
That was in fact not a good thing. Hyper Voice crit nearly took out Bessie and forced us into a position to sack a Pokemon. Bessie's healing was not good enough to keep it in the battle, so I had to switch out our newly situated Rampardos to minimize the damage. Though Miltank's healing wasn't good enough to take out God, shocker, I knew a certain box art legendary that was enough. Another crit threw us for a loop, but thankfully the Moonlight TM that I picked up a little bit ago was compatible with GIRATINA, and that allowed us to get out of there with the rest of our Pokemon intact. After taking out our Mewtwo. Immediately making our way back to Pastoria City, we made our way over to the gym to be met with our rival once more. You can kind of assume what happened there, and with that, it's time for another lightning round, because the last one went so well, remember? We challenged Crash Awake, almost lost a Pokemon to his trash form Wormadam.
Bro, are you a Wormadam? A fucking Wormadam. A fucking Wormadam.
However, we won, but not with our pride intact. We then witnessed an act of domestic terrorism, chased down and defeated said terrorist, met up with the love of my life, fed some drugs to a flock of Psyducks, which we acquired from Cynthia, and then killed off one of our best Pokemon.
Again! Again!
And to top it off, that was just before we made the fatal decision to go to Iron Island before the 6th gym. It probably would be better for me to get my encounter over here so I wouldn't run the risk of Riley killing it and having to kill his Pokemon, whatever it is. Hopefully it's not a fucking Palkia. Palkia. Cool. The deaths were starting to happen one after another. No fucking way. And all of them have been quality Pokemon. Some we used from the beginning, and others were promising new faces. With no other choice, we suited up with a new team for the 6th gym. Thus losing Octillery to Burn almost immediately after entering the gym, we were off to a great start, but Byron ultimately proved not to be a challenge. Afterwards, Petra the Luxray died, and my recurring challenge decided to rear her ugly head again and claim another 3 of my Pokemon.
I have such a burning, passionate hatred towards Mars. It's not even funny. I have never hated someone more in my entire life. Fictional or real life, I've never hated someone more in my entire fucking life.
We updated our team, adding Sableye, Dunsparce, and Azumarill, none of which were meant to see past level 50, but we'll get back to that. We caught a Vibrava shortly after making our way to Route 217, netting us a good Dragon type to complement Giratina. Elliot then proceeded to die to a Wish Cache after failing to kill with the Giga Drain, but everything is fine as long as we still have Giratina in our party. But on a separate note, third time's the charm, another lightning round. Lost both our Muck and Dunsparce to the first trainer in the 7th gym, then our Lumineon shortly after. Candace was hardly an obstacle for our next gym badge, and despite all our bad plays and not paying attention, we still came up lucky. Alright, and Canalave is... Oh, Eladios! Okay, let's catch this.
Oh, we actually caught that so quick.
With our newly acquired Latios Ian, we had an insane core of dragon types that surely nothing could defeat. Notice how every time I say that it's just not true.
Oh dear God. What? There is no fucking way that just happened. No. Dude, this is the second time this run that a Pokemon that is significant... Okay, 100 base speed.
Ian's death is what we needed to lock in, however, because the rest of the run up until the Elite Four was a breeze. We went through the Distortion World to fight Cyrus and put an end to his plan to create a new universe, only to be met with this for our Giratina encounter.
Who was that? Bro, and that's Dupe's Claws too. Oh my God.
Evil team taken care of, we ended up in Sunny Shore City where we surfed in the water north of the town to pick up a Probopass that we named Mindy, which happened to have Marvel Scale. Volker was next up on our to-do list, and our Pokemon definitely did his in. Carried by our GIRATINA, of course, we wiped the floor with him and we went on to our final challenge of the run, Victory Road and the Elite Four. Victory Road was hardly a problem, only losing our Dustox, but then I almost cost myself the run.
Alright, where do I fight Barry in this?
We need to talk to the guy at the... Oh, to enter the E4. Okay.
I see.
Bro, there's...
Well, I wanted to make it interesting. Oh my god.
His Garchomp ended up pinning us in a corner and made us have to make the decision to sack Sableye. Originally not supposed to make it past level 50, I almost considered bringing him to the league. Eventually, Callie the Flygon was also put in a tough spot, so we ended up losing Bridget. Giratina and Flygon were the only two that made it out of the battle alive. Right before our greatest challenge yet, we were knocked down to our lowest point so far.
Psych, bro, I have a Giratina with fucking Moonlight and I only ever play at night. We have never been in true danger this entire run.
We took a second to honor our fallen soldiers before crafting the best possible team we could for Cynthia and the rest of the Elite Four. The team we ended up going with consisted of Limber Giratina, Hustle Flygon, Natural Cure Infernape, Snowcloak Gyarados, Marvel Scale Probopass, and Snow Warning Electrode.
The first level cap is 58. Now we're gonna do this by each of the trainers. So because I have the edibles on me, you know, we're going to have all of the level caps for all of the different trainers. So it's gonna be 58, 61, 63, 65, and then 68 with Cynthia. All right, time for the Elite Four. Let's do it. All right, let's get it.
I wasn't worried one bit going into the Elite Four. I had this gut feeling that Aaron would be difficult though, and that if I could get past him, I would for sure win.
Alright, that's a fine start. That's alright.
Feeling like I had this battle under control, I figured I could win a 1v1 with my Probopass against this Ampharos, but that's when my gut feeling started to become more than that.
Oh, okay, thank God. Oh. Okay.
Dude, okay, this is the one situation that I'm like, oh, this would really suck if this happened.
Oh, I shouldn't get... if I got rid of Ice Fang and I went up against a Garchomp, I'd be in trouble.
Fuck me.
Setting up a Dragon Dance allowed us to take it out with 2 waterfalls to the dome, and we were able to knock 2 more of his Pokemon out before this happened.
Why do you have God?
Infernape finished up the fight with 2 quick Mach Punches to his Clefable, allowing us to advance.
Okay. Well, fuck, dude. I was making jokes about Aaron having, like, gods on his team, and he did have God on his team. That was, not to be not expected. I kind of wish that would have been the champion fight, because I almost have a feeling that this is going to be the hardest fight in the Elite Four. I just have a feeling.
And yeah, I happened to be right for the most part. Bertha's best Pokemon was a Probopass, Flint's ace was a Vespiquen. Will made things a little tricky with his Togekiss, but it was ultimately fine. That was just the Elite Four, however. We still had the champion ahead of us. The woman whose music traumatized a generation of children, the love of my life, was the last challenge that stood before me. She led with a Sceptile, which I set up Stealth Rocks on with Probopass as Callie came in to finish the job. She then brought out a Mew, which honestly stood no chance against us after bringing out Giratina. We brought out Probopass to finish out the job though, and it was unfortunately doomed to a revenge kill from her Crawdaunt.
This bastard, bro. Fuck Crawdaunt. This thing has been, like, just an annoying thorn in my side the entire time I've played this game. And it's probably gonna kill Mindy. Oh my god. Yeah, why wouldn't it? Rest in peace, Mindy.
Eventually, we were able to get a dragon dance off with Gyarados and sweep the rest of Cynthia's team without another death.
We beat Cynthia. Or sorry, Biker Christiana. We beat Biker Christiana. Wow, this is like the first time I've ever finished a challenge like this on my channel. I have started and done so many challenges like this throughout my Twitch career. I have never posted a single one on YouTube because I don't think I've ever finished one before. So this is the first. If you're here, this is a monumental moment.
Thank you to everyone that tuned in this far, and especially to those who joined me on stream, twitch.tv/typicalluck37. A few months back when I did this. This was my first video like this, so I'm sorry if it was a little rough around the edges in some places. I hope to get better with my storytelling in the future. However, I will be cooking up more videos like this, and like my Legends Arceus video in the future, so stay in the loop if you enjoyed these. Link to all my socials in the description. Enough wasting your time. Take care, have a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is.